Nowadays, Spring Boot interview questions are becoming extremely common for the Java developers. Spring Boot is open source Java-based Spring module that offers powerful features for the rapid development of deployment-ready application. It is the most used and best Java framework for the development of scalable microservices and web application. If you want to become a domain expert, you have come to the right place. Hello friends, welcome back to the Java Ashram tutorial. So in this tutorial, we are going to see the top 10 Spring Boot interview questions and answer. So the first question is, how good are you in Spring Boot? Evaluate yourself on a scale of 1 of 10. So this is the tricky questions. If you are not sure about the skill set that you are required in a Spring Boot, okay, don't overestimate the points. Or better if you are just average, better to put 6 or 7. And out of 10, if you are able to answer the out of 8, then you can put the 80%. You can evaluate yourself after going through this tutorial. And I would also suggest after these questions, pause the video and try to answer by yourself and try to analyze how much your answer is correct. Okay, let's move ahead. So, the second question is, what is Spring Boot and how is it different from Spring? So, it takes the Java development with Spring to the next level and simplify the deployment by removing the major pain points associated with the dependency, configuration, and management. There are lots of differences, and you can consider these are the differences. Like Spring is a Java-based web application framework. Spring Boot is a module of Spring used for creating microservices. Spring is a quite complicated, making it difficult to use. Spring Boot is less complicated and more robust as compared to the Spring framework. Spring offers libraries and tools to create customized web application. Spring Boot creates standalone Spring application projects then that can run and execute. Spring takes an unopinionated view. Spring Boot takes an opinionated view as it can decide which defaults to deploy the configuration. Spring requires XML configuration and Spring does not require XML configuration. So this was all about what is Spring Boot and how is it different from Spring. The third question is, what is the need for the Spring Boot? So it is one of the most commonly asked Spring Boot interview questions, and you can answer it by pointing out significant advantage of Spring Boot. While Spring offers developers an ideal environment to develop large applications, the amount of configuration and its complexity makes it challenging to do so. So here is where Spring Boot comes to rescue that. It features like pre-built template and auto configuration allows developers to use existing Spring functionalities with more easy, minimum effort, and maximum efficiency. So the main advantage of Spring Boots are, it reduces development and testing time. It uses config instead of the XML. It provides an opinionated development approach. It offers a starter project or defaults for agile development. No separate web server is required. Hence, there is no need to boot up Glassfish, Tomcat, or any other server. The next question is, can you name any brief explain all the Spring Boot components or features? So with this question, the interviewer intend to know the theoretical concepts of your knowledge. If you have previous experience in the domain or worked on any Spring Boot project, provide the answer with example. Like the main features of Spring Boot are starter dependency. There are many dependency in the Spring framework, and this feature aggregate them together, right? Spring Boot comes packed with several starter dependency to enhance productivity. Like few of the Spring Boot starter are test starter, web starter, mail starter, and many more. Like for example, if you want to use JPA and Spring for database access, we can add this starter dependency in the project Spring Boot starter data JPA. The second feature is auto configuration. This feature scans the class path and searches the library jars in the class path to provide the necessary configuration to design and run the application. Third feature is Spring Initializer. It is a web application that simplifies the process of the project setup by creating the initial project structure and build scripts. It increases productivity by reducing development time. The next is features is Spring Actuator. So actuator are significant for microservices as they are enable deployment ready features like auditing, health checkup, log information. There's many more actuator, mainly for the health checkup and all, right? For example, it could be the /beans endpoint or /health endpoint, right? The next is Spring CLI. So these features allows the developers to use Groovy for writing their Spring Boot application, hence resulting in a more concise code. Okay. The next question could be, what is Thymeleaf in Spring Boot? So it is a management endpoint, right? Or you can say it is a Java-based server-side template engine that offers elegant and natural template for a web application, right? Right. Next to the next questions. So, what embedded containers are supported by Spring Boot? So, Spring Boot supports 3 embedded containers: Tomcat that is used by default, Undertow, and JT. So Tomcat is the commonly used. Generally, we use by default by the Spring Boot, and we wrote the program over there. Next question is, what do you understand by the shutdown in the actuator? So it is a management endpoint that allows for a smooth and proper shutdown of an application. It is not authorized by default, but it can be enabled by using the management.endpoint.shutdown.enable is equal to true. So by using that, you can enable the shutdown. So the next question is, how and where can you define properties in a Spring Boot? So we can use the application.properties file to define the features. This file gets automatically downloaded by Spring Boot and used for the application framework or application configuration. So the next question is, describe Spring Boot starter parent. So it is a unique starter which adds jars to the class path for easy Maven or Gradle dependency management. So the 10th one is, what is Spring Boot dependency management? So, you can explain that Spring Boot automatically manages configuration and dependency without even stating the version for any of those dependency. So it manages automatically. You don't need to even state the version of any dependency. It manages automatically. The next question could be, can you disable particular auto configuration in a Spring Boot? Explain how. Yes, we can do that using the exclude attribute of enable annotation enable auto configuration. So this is how annotation configuration. First you need to write, then annotation enable auto configuration. You need to put exclude is equal to data source configuration dot class, and then you can write your own class. So this is how you can disable the particular auto configuration. And another way could be using the exclude attribute. You can disable that. How you can? By using the annotation Spring Boot application annotation, Annotation Spring Boot application exclude is equal to data source auto configuration dot class, and then you can write your own class. The last question is, can Spring Boot also be used to create non-web application? Of course, yes. Spring Boot supports the development of both web and non-web application. We need to remove web dependency from the class path and the application context to create a non-web application. So this was all about the basic and intermediate level interview questions, and this is frequently asked in an interview room. So get interview ready and get your dream job with this Spring Boot interview questions. Thanks, guys. All the best, and thank you. If you have a time, see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.